know what's happened, don't you?
No.
The tarmac's melted. It's gone and stuck to the road now.
It can't have done.
Well, it has.
Any luck?
No.
Go on, you try, Dad.
You sure I'll make any difference?
You'd have to be King Kong.
Right, come, Ed. You ready? Push! Come on! God, Tony, if you hadn't kept that fire going so long, you know what's going to happen now, don't you?
Oh, no.
Yes, you do.
Good to see that's on its way.
Yeah, well, you might have to be patient there.
Oh, yes.
If you're in a hurry to see it go, you could just have a problem.
Like I predicted, eh? Not me who hired it, friend. Not my kid who kept it alight. Not my problem.
Hiya.
All right. Didn't you sleep last night?
Yeah.
Look a bit pale there. You're losing your tan.
I'm not.
What would be like at work then when you asked for time off?
Time off for what?
Your test.
What test?
Your test, you said it was today.
No, you didn't hear me right.
Oh, you're all right. It won't make you nervous.
Look, I don't need to ask for time off.
Why not?
Because it's not me test.
Chris, we're out of king-size bags again. Can you see with that on?
Well, I know it's not really cold enough, but I thought I might wear it. Well, I might.
Have I seen that coat before?
No.
You or what?
You. Present from an admirer.
Male or female?
Male, of course.
Nice choice of yours.
Mine. So what do you think?
It's not your usual colour.
So?
What did he think?
He hasn't seen it yet, has he?
I'm off.
Yeah, son, you're in now.
Look, I'm ready. I won't keep you waiting.
I prefer to walk.
You come with us.
In case you went in on her own.
Well, she has to be in early.
It's all right. It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Now, listen, son, your mother's trying to help you here, so don't hold it against her. Besides, I thought all this computer business had been sorted out.
Yeah, it has.
Good. We'll all go together in the car. That's unless this fella of hers turns up, this Yves Saint Laurent.
Oh, it's all right. He won't turn up.
Sure about that?
He hasn't got a car.
This is stupid. It's just me granddad, isn't it? Because when we went the other week, he said she could do the change from a Mac. Did she never spend nothing on herself? Could he take his money with him? No, he couldn't.
My dad bought the coat. He thought you wouldn't mind.
Why should I mind? Besides the hours I'll be working soon, I might be bugging you a few, Bob. That's after I've got my new guitar, like.
Well, I would like a few new bits and pieces, you know, just things I feel comfy in.
And colour to match the glasses, eh?
Something like that, yeah.
Call me when you're ready.
Well, for somebody who's sorted out, he's not very happy, is he?
Just give him time, eh?
You sure it's okay?
Yeah. I've seen a timetable and everything.
Just check up on him.
No.
Why not?
Look, it was me interfering before that's got him this angry.
Look, he might have the times on paper, but...
Frank, I've made my mind up to keep out of it.
Just keep an eye on him.
He won't let us down.
You've got no control over these kids.
Oh, yeah. What do you suggest, like a ball and chain? Do you know what? I don't think you ever had a boy, you. You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase.
Something wrong?
Well, along with all the usual eyesores, the cockeyed modern sculptor part that we have to live with all the time, we've now acquired a mammoth skip, permanently welded to the road.
The lad got a bit carried away.
Oh, I'm fed up with this. You're all blaming me.
You think he's going to blame himself?
It got too hot on bonfire night, not yesterday, and you were all there.
Quite right. And you can read, can't you? Didn't you see what it says on the side?
Do you know what? You are getting right up my nose, do you know that?
And you have burnt the tarmac.
Have I? Well, we don't know that yet, do we?
The damage did happen on bonfire night when you were in charge.
All right, lovely.
That's what I just said.
You have said and done enough. This skip will have to be repainted, you know.
Well, that's the least of our worries, really. I mean, it's going to need lifting. That'll need the right equipment.
Yeah, well, I've got a mate who can do that, OK.
Yeah, well, I've got contacts as well who are actually in the building trade.
Hey, hang on. Am I to blame here or not?
Yes, you are to blame. You might try and shift the blame over to your son, but yes.
Well, right. If I'm to blame, I'll get it sorted out, OK?
Lunchtime. Pop back at lunchtime. Just in case you've hit a snag. It's more my field, you see?
You should have planted him then. I would have.
What, messed your hair up? You won't get to school.
Oh, can't we have lifting him over, Dad?
You just tell your mates they could be forking out for a repair here.
He would have kept alive when he was my age, wouldn't he?
Tracy. Anything in the post from Barry?
Not this morning, no, but I wouldn't worry about him. He'll be all right wherever he is.
I just want to know when this party's happening, you know what I mean? I'm on 25% and I need the money.
Well, the last time I saw him, he seemed dead confident.
Yeah, the entrepreneur, that's when things can go wrong, you know. You still need a nice, steady job, even if you do end up poor.
So, what time is it then?
What?
Mirror, signal, manoeuvre. That's the order it has to be. If you do signal, mirror, manoeuvre, you'll fail.
Rod, if I was taking my test, that wouldn't give me much confidence, would it?
Oh, come on, what time are you taking it?
Not till lunch. I'm having another lesson first, though.
Anyway, good luck.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Here you go, I got some new nappies. I'll drop some off at the minders too.
Thanks.
I thought you'd be gone by now.
You know, this is too much. I mean, I could be out of a job soon. Couldn't spend all this.
Well, you could.
I know I could, but I shouldn't.
It's not about should or shouldn't, is it? It's about what I want to do for you. Bathroom.
Yeah, but I mean, there's the house. We still want to buy it, do we?
I know all about the deposit.
Yeah, well, John's given us 6 weeks. 6 weeks isn't long. Mum's insurance money seems so much. Now it's going down and down.
I'll get the money.
How?
Don't worry about that. Just trust me.
I suppose the taxi's doing okay.
I won't let it slide again, you know.
Well, I don't want you working too hard. I don't want you driving when you're tired, so I worry about accidents. I know we've got to find £4,000. I know we've got to find it soon, but I don't want you falling asleep in a chair. Never seen you. I mean, we've had that before, haven't we? And if it really is a new start, I don't want all the old bad things.
Finished.
But how can I spend so much on clothes?
Just go out and do it and then bring it back and show me. I'd go with you, but I've got to go to work.
You hate shopping for clothes.
Yeah.
You two. You should either be in the yard or having your dinner now. Go on. Sorry, miss. Go on. No, Mike, I'll take those in. I should find our Jeff in there.
Not unless he's 22, 36. See with ash blonde hair, you won't.
Well, Jeff's booked on the word processor.
And so is she. She gets my vote.
Who's she?
She's a bit of all right, I'd say. Well, she's a student teacher. She must have thought your Jeff had finished.
All right, love, I'll take those in.
Well, I'll save me chats up for later, then,
Yeah, go on. Well, what do you want to do then? Get out and punch him on the nose?
He's damaged, I can tell.
All right, there's a way of dealing with it.
What, pussyfooting around?
With a bit of tact. God, you'd be lousy at my job.
Well, you wouldn't be so hot at mine.
Max, the point is they're our neighbours. We have to get on with them. Are we going to stay in the car all day?
You go in. Check up on Margaret. Isn't that why you've come home?
No, she's going out today. Wasn't Margaret I wanted to check on.
Well, you don't mean me.
I didn't think you were safe coming home and finding half the road dug up without my calming influence.
Oh, nonsense. I mean, just look at that. I mean, he expects me to go over now.
Well, don't. Come on.
No, you go in first.
Look, Max, I had a nice cup of tea with his wife the other day. I liked her in an odd sort of way. Don't start a fight now, please.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, I won't keep him long. I know that it would break his heart to miss his football, wouldn't it?
How long are you going to be?
I'm just deciding what to try on first, that's all.
Well, I hope this wait's worth it.
It's all right, I'm nearly ready.
Hey, I tell you what, why don't I come in and tell you whether I like it, you know, what it is you're trying on?
It's all right, I'm ready. For the office.
Okay.
Hope it's a bit more than okay.
Why, they cost a bomb?
Well, you gave me the money, Terry. You didn't say there were any strings. I mean, if you wanted to approve everything, you should have come with me, shouldn't you?
All right, keep your hair on.
I like this.
Well, if you like it.
It's stupid this. You don't really want to see any of them now, do you?
Oh, well, I never said that, did I?
I know, but you're hurrying me all the time.
All right, I'll go down and watch the telly then.
No, well, some of them I'd like you to see.
All right, but let's see the sun then.
I suppose it's just being stared at, you know.
It's only me, isn't it? Not some strange. All right, I promise I won't stare then.
It's just, well, you gave me the money, Terry, and I do want you to like what I got, okay?
All right, get changed then. If there's anything I don't like, I'll make you take it back and change it. Joke.
But it was a proper lesson, Dad. She had no right to barge in like that.
How did you find out about it?
I checked with Mrs. Cass.
It's not my fault if someone else wanted to use the computer.
You told her you were finished with it, that your work was done and you could go off and play football.
My work wasn't.
I might have believed that too. Except Mr. Wilson came up to me, said it was his project. He hadn't seen any work yet, and wasn't that rather odd?
Well, he'll get it soon.
You were lying! How could you embarrass me like that? That Wilson was laughing all over his face.
That's not the point. It was a PE lesson. It was my footy.
It was your footy, yes. Well, you stick to your footy, Jeff, because that's all you'll ever be fit for.
Oh, yeah. You heard that, Dad.
Well, you shouldn't have got me so upset.
Hey, I tell you what, when you come out this time, why don't we pretend that the landing here is like one of them catwalks, you know, like they have at them fashion shows, and you walk up and down, give a little twirl, you know, or whatever it is they do with them.
I couldn't do it up at the back.
That for the office?
No. I just thought, you know, maybe if we ever went out somewhere special. I know it'd only be about once a year, but dresses like this don't take much, do they? I just fell in love with it. You couldn't do it up?
No.
Terry, please.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm old Holmes.
Doesn't matter.
Now, you listen to me for a minute.
No, I don't have to.
Don't you? Well, let's talk about Tranmere. At the end of the season, they weed out players. And you might be lucky, and you might not be. If you are lucky, they'll take you on the YTS. And then what? In another couple of years, they weed out players again. Then you could be on the scrap heap.
Even if you do make it to professional football, even if you make it that far, there's still a terrible fallout, right? There's injury.
Yeah, I know all that.
But think about it, son. Think about all the luck involved. If someone gets hurt, you take the place. If someone loses the form, the same can happen. But look at it the other way too. You might not even get a chance, even if you deserve it.
Just don't try at all, you mean?
No, son. I'm not saying that at all. But there's got to be something else you can do. And a few decent marks with your GCSE exams won't do any harm, will it? And I know that's what the club tells you. It's not just me, is it?
Dad, you know I can play.
Of course I do, son. And you've got a great chance with Tranmere, and I want you to take it.
Yeah, but she doesn't.
That's not true.
Oh, no, you just gave yourself away. Football's just for divvies, for yobbos. That's what you think.
That's not fair. I'm just saying don't give up on your education, that's all.
Well, I could try for a million years. I'd never be any good at school. You won't accept it, will you?
Son, she's just trying to encourage you, that's all.
Yeah, and I know why. Just because she didn't get to be a teacher, we've all got to make up for it.
Now, don't talk to your mother like that.
It's all right, love, leave it.
Yeah, she can't stand it, can she? Because I'm a thicko. Sammy dropped out of school.
We're not talking about Sammy.
No, but he didn't go on and on at her because she's doing what she wants.
We're talking about you. And you should be grateful to your mother. That special teacher that you got was all down to her, you know.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask her to get it. I can sort out my own life, thanks very much.
Sorry to barge in, love. All right, Frank. It was just about the road, you know. That's all. Maybe it's not the best time, eh?
You're right there, Ron, yeah. I'll see you later, eh?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Ta-ra.
Maybe tomorrow, eh?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I'd ask him to stay, why not? Because I'm going, I've had enough.
Jeff, get down here.
Frank, leave it.
Get down here before I come up there and drag you down. Don't you do that. If you've got anything to say it. Running off solves nothing.
Yeah, well, perhaps we can't solve this one that easily.
Yeah, we could. I know how we could.
Well, I'm listening. Well?
Frank, leave it.
Well?
Well, I can't in front of...
If you've got anything to say, you can say it in front of your mother.
Look, tell her to pack a job in, Dad. It's killing me here being in the school, mixing in, knowing all my business.
So I'm too close to you, mean?
Can't you work somewhere else?
Love, don't you think I've tried? I have mixed feelings about this as well, you know. Yes, you're right, I did want to be a teacher. And now I'm there, I see all these women bustling about, and I think, well, I could do that. That could be me. If only. But that's such a stupid phrase, isn't it? You'd go mad if you thought that all your life.
Yeah, well, I don't want to think that about me football, Mum.
Know that.
Look, you two, my next job, it's not just down the road, you know. I'm going on a run to Eastern Europe. I'll be away a full 3 weeks. I've got all the houses safe and you're not tearing each other apart.
I don't think it'll come to that, will it?
No.
Eastern Europe, eh?
Yeah, Bulgaria, Hungary, Poland.
Maybe you can make a map, you know, stick pins in like Katie did, all the places your dad's been. Well, it could help you with your geography lessons.
Tell you what, Jeff, I'll send you clues as to where I am. Dynamo Dresden, Red Star Belgrade, Ajax Split.
I'd settle for Tranmere Rovers.
I know that, son. But while I'm away, I want you to be the man of the house.
Treat me like one and that's where I'll be.
Put the telly back on.
Oh, you weren't really watching.
So?
You'll only go and depress yourself more. Do you know what? Kirsty cried buckets when she saw that film.
Well, maybe she had other reasons to cry.
How did you manage this? Failure to make proper use of the steering?
Well, probably because I didn't have lessons from you and taking all your instructions.
Hey, I reckon you could have learned from me.
Oh, well, all plods are sound behind the wheel, aren't they? I mean, they never chase cars and drive too fast and kill people, do they?
It hardly ever happens.
Yeah, would you try telling that to Sammy Rogers and her mates? The ones that lived?
Just reapply. Put in to take your test again. And by the time you've got set up with the gear for the hairdressing and a little car maybe, your next test date will be through and you'll probably pass. I mean, not many do first time, you know.
Yeah, but I needed to pass.
Be patient. I mean, I know you're ambitious, like, and you thought you'd be a top stylist by now, but not everyone makes it overnight, do they?
Oh, you would say that, wouldn't you? Because you'd just be a normal Bobby all your life. You never made it in the CID.
Oh, just a Bobby, eh? And what do you know about it?
Well, I know that you don't do much that's very exciting.
Sometimes.
Go on, surprise me.
I could if I wanted to.
What is it?
Oh, I can't tell you.
No, you can't tell me, because there's nothing to tell.
I can't because I'm not allowed. Anyway, that's not the point. Even if it was helping kids cross the road, that's a worthwhile job and I'd be proud to do it.
I'm glad you like your job. Honest.
Yeah, it's lots of jobs, innit?
Even better. I'd settle for just one. I lost my job at the salon, and that's why I needed to pass my test.
Why didn't you say?
Because I just didn't.
Well, how come? Did he guess you were starting out on your own, like?
I think one of the customers dropped me in it. But he didn't even give me a chance to explain why.
And I thought you were his favourite as well.
Well, he was going to take me with him, you know, when he opened up his own salon. But I just wanted to explain that the reason I'd planned all this is because he'd let me down in the first place.
And you won him that competition too, didn't you?
Oh, he's forgotten about that, hasn't he?
Well forgotten. Hey, listen, I'm sorry about all this.
I've got all these appointments booked and I've got no way of getting from house to house.
Well, how come? You didn't know if you passed the test, did you?
Yeah, I know, but well, I had a lesson this morning. Well, the instructor thought I had a good chance of getting through the test. And I was by my nan's, so I thought I'd go in and tell her about losing my job and that.
Yeah, go on.
Well, she said that if I passed my test, she'd give me a hired car for a week. And she said I could use her phone and make some appointments. And I thought, God, she's right. Stuff for you, Anthony.
Yeah, well, cancelling a few bookings will only take a minute. The more important thing is how long it'll take, you know, getting transport and gear and that. I mean, will you fund it okay without a job, like?
You know, one of the reasons I had the abortion is because I thought a baby'd get in the way of my career. What career, eh?
Right.
Yeah. He's settled now. Must be that new tooth.
Am I still all right this side? I mean, with it being a fresh start, you can swap over if you want.
Why?
No. I was just thinking how we decided I was on this side anyway.
So careful, aren't you? When you put your watch down.
Cost a few bob, that.
I love you.
Yeah.
Come on.
Terry, I need help. I gotta get down to hospital.
Is it Gemma?
Mick, he's got himself beaten up.
Where is he?
In the hospital. He's in the hospital. Oh, Terry.
Our very own homegrown Michael Cole with his controversial chat is coming up next on Living.
from the hospital.
Brilliant, you know. Didn't expect it to be delivered till next week.
Is that the only reason you got me up?
You've got to go to work, haven't you?
No, I haven't got any work to go to. No one's booked.
How are you doing for money?
Well, if you could lend us a bit.
No, I mean, I had to pay the mortgage yesterday. How about your half?
Oh, you just have to wait.
Fantastic.
Hang on, Mum. Look, can you lend us 10 quid?
Am I dreaming or did you wet the bed?
What?
What are you doing up at this time on a Saturday?
Oh, I just am. Look, can you lend us it?
I gave you enough for guitar strings the other day and I haven't seen that yet.
You'll get it.
You'll have to see your dad.
He's out all day,
No,
isn't
he'll be
he?
back about 3.
It's too late then.
Too late for what?
Why do I have to explain everything?
Because I'm not made of money, that's why.
Oh, go on, Mum.
Here, but I want to see this garden tidied up a bit, the path cleared for a start. And I don't want any more complaints.
Nice one, Mum. Ta.
I wish I could make 10 quid so easy. Where are they?
I just phone call first.
No! Get on with it!
Hi.
Hey.
You gone then?
Hope they'll be all right.
He'll be fine.
Hope so. Know what he's like in crowds.
I admire her guts.
Saturday morning Christmas shopping with a toddler.
Wish you wouldn't do that.
Why not? It's refreshing.
It's a yob.
Power of advertising.
What?
Geldof and his little dog.
Exactly.
Oh, I get it. Yob Geldof, huh?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh, see that?
Stop it! Was this supposed to be sexy?
Hmm?
Blech.
Well, it could be.
Go and have a shower.
Why don't we make it a duet?
No thanks.
Oh, go on. Nobody will disturb us.
How far did you go today?
Oh, just through the woods and back. I mean, you want to see the state of them. People just dump where they feel like it. Wouldn't mind betting that lot next door's had a hand in it.
Next door?
Well, they're junk spreading our way again. Why should they be so particular about the woods?
You can't accuse them of that.
Anyway, I'm going to write a letter to the council. I'll get things moving.
Like how?
Well, tidy it up for starters. And put signs up. No, I couldn't help notice, but plenty of empty bottles of Ice Mountain, by the way.
Must be selling.
Unless the makers have decided that our woods are the place to dump the whole stock. Ah, this is the life, eh? Peace and quiet, house to ourselves. Let's go for a walk in the woods.
November? We're a bit past all that.
No, but seriously, see if I'm overreacting or not.
You'll have to make that decision for yourself, I'm afraid. Got a report to write.
Oh, not today, surely.
Got to be done.
It's the first day. We've been on our own for ages.
Well, we got the light and bite pitch on Wednesday. It's a good one. They only started up in '83 and they're going public already.
Have you seen this?
Of course, what is it?
Phone bill. £180. How the hell did it get that high?
I don't know.
Have you been phoning London from here?
You use the phone more often than I do.
Since when? You can't walk in through the door without phoning the agency to see what's happened in the past half hour.
Hour more like. Be half an hour if I had my own car.
No, I'm serious.
Now you are overreacting. There's 3 of us now, remember?
Margaret?
Well, phones her mum every week.
In Oldham, not Honolulu.
Suppose we're out all day.
Right. If that's a game, in future she doesn't use the phone unless one of us is here.
Now you're definitely overreacting. Do you want to lose her?
At this rate, we won't be able to afford her.
Don't be silly. Calm down. Think it through.
It should be more like 90, even after Telecom's latest rip-off price hike.
Oh, what about all the calls we made when we moved in and just after? Plumbers, electricity board, water authority, do-it-yourself shop, burglar alarm suppliers. Not to mention Margaret and me calling you on the mobile phone and an ex-wife who always... But always gets you to call her back.
All right, point taken. Still too high, though, isn't it? We should still tighten up.
So, if we economise, does that mean I get my car?
Why don't we discuss this in the shower?
Go and have your shower and make it a cold one.
If it hadn't been for his leg and his broken arm...
Crap cheekbone's really painful, you know.
I always thought he could look after himself.
Not against 3 of them. Where did you pick them up?
The Jack and Ma.
Can't understand it, you know. What kind of people are they? 3 unto 1 for the sake of a little bit extra on the fare.
Well, he's lucky, isn't he? We've had fellas nearly half killed. The worst is he was robbed.
Robbed? He was robbed and beaten up? All for the sake of a night's takings.
Well, he had this week's settle on him, didn't he? 140 quid. Gone. So, it looks like I'm going to have to pay both settles. So I think we're going to be a bit short on the housekeeping.
What, you're going to pay it?
I'll have to, won't I?
Surely they won't expect paying. Not when he's been robbed and beaten up.
If you don't pay your house, there's fellas queuing up for jobs.
Couldn't they get someone else? I mean, couldn't they ask Barry to do it?
Oh, no chance. And anyway, I don't know where he is. He's out of my league now, isn't he? Fancy suits and loads of money.
Couldn't ask someone else.
I don't want anyone else. I want to keep it between me and Mick. I don't want him getting the sack.
But Terry, you can't do 2 shifts.
I've done it before.
How long's he going to be off work, though?
Don't know. I'll manage.
You wear yourself out.
Oh, that'll be Josie. I said I'd take her to the hospital. And don't tell her about the settle. Don't want her and Mick falling out.
Come in, Josie. Is there any more news?
I haven't rung. I've been trying to get the kids sorted out.
Look, if you're stuck at the weekend, I can have them, you know.
It's all right, Lou will have them.
Have you told them?
I don't want him to see him with his face like that.
Hey. Mick won't want to see you getting upset like this now, will he?
He'll be all right. I just keep thinking what they could have done to him. Just for a couple of quid.
Look, do you want a cup of coffee or something before we go? I'll bet you haven't had anything to eat either, have you?
I'll get something after. Shall we go?
Look, well, just give me a minute. I'll go and get Danny, you know, drop him off at the Minders. She won't mind.
Right. Hey, look, I've got to go to the office and drop something off. You sure you don't want a cup of tea or something?
You wanted to do something today. Let's go and look at cars.
Can't commit yourselves yet.
Do you know how much I spend on taxis every week?
Still cheaper than buying and running a second car.
It'd be easier if you'd let me take yours a bit more often.
You know I need it more than you.
Not every week. And I have to think about my image, too. I'm sick of turning up to see clients in tatty old cabs. 400 quid Cortinas.
Oh, get a bus, then. Even a small one costs 100 grand.
I'm being serious.
So am I. Beat-up Cortina is about all we can afford.
That's nonsense.
We can't afford a new one, that's for sure.
Well, a second-hand one would do, as long as it looked OK.
Second-hand? Decent second-hand car still costs money, Mick. What can you get for less than 3.5K? Unless you fancy a brand-new Fiat 126.
All I know is I get busier, and a car would make a hell of a lot of difference to me.
Oh, we'll get one as soon as we can, but we can't run into extra commitments. Not now. Look, remember, Margaret was supposed to be an alternative to a new car for you.
Yeah, I noticed it was me who had to compromise.
I need a car. I travel more than you. Even with my mileage allowance, it's still a struggle to run. I'm due for a rise in spring, and...
Spring? Have I got to wait that long?
I was about to say that your salary will be going up too. Look, why don't we wait till then? I will get you something that you really fancy.
Well, in that case, maybe you'll compromise a bit. Especially since we've got the house to ourselves.
Compromise? How?
Let me take your car next week.
I don't know about next week.
Well, why not? I'm sure you could get around it if you got the train.
Train?
Yeah, even a little one costs £1 million. Otherwise, I think I'll order myself one of those. Now, that's my kind of car.
All right, but if I get into difficulties...
Go and analyse your phone bill, darling.
Well, the trouble is, nowadays you have to. I mean, I just don't trust them these days. What can you do against a monopoly if they make a serious mistake?
Get it itemised in future.
Can you do that in this area?
Think so?
Ah, good idea. I'll write to them today.
Now, that model has a catalytic converter as standard.
Really?
I had one of those, I'd be doing my bit for the ozone layer. Might even counteract some of that waste making you're always accusing me of.
Me? Never.
Get a load of this. What do you think, eh?
It's the sound, that, isn't it? Even the horn makes, eh, Rod?
2 miles on the clock when I picked it up. Goes like a bomb.
Let's sit in it.
Go on.
Oh, it's like floating on air, love. I felt like a queen riding round in it. Hey, you should have seen the looks on everyone's faces when our Rod picked me up at the bus stop.
Let's have a go.
Oh, no chance.
Oh, come on, just at the top of the road and back.
Oh, go on, love. I'd have a go if I could try.
She hasn't even passed the test yet,
No
now.
one will see me.
I'm a bobby, aren't I? It's illegal.
Well, you've got to think of his reputation, love.
I could get done for aiding and abetting an uninsured driver.
Yeah, but if you weren't here, then you could lend it to me, couldn't you?
What?
Well, I can't rely on buses and Uncle Jimmy all the time, can I? And I mean, well, you don't use it when you're on duty, do you?
No, not till you pass your test and you pay for some extra insurance.
Well, I'll never have any money if I don't get my business off the ground, will I?
Hey, if you touch this when I'm not here, I'll have to boot you. Hey, watch your feet there, will you?
Oh, you can't even breathe on it now.
Do you know how much this costs?
How much, love?
Enough. Shall I run you back now, Nan?
I've only just come. I wanted to see our Tracy. It's me hair, love. I fancied a bit of a trim and a blow.
Well, it looks all right.
It looks awful.
Hey, I think it looks great, Nan.
No, I think it needs tidying up a bit. You don't mind, do you, love?
Come on.
Only Dolly may go to that new bingo tonight. Do you think I should have it coloured again? I did try that new salon down by the Social Security. They don't know what they're doing down there. They made a proper mess of it, they did.
God, the coppers all.
Watch out, mate. Watch out!
Hey, dickheads, which way you going? Sorry, mate. I'll see you on the road with that. Ah, forget it.
Wish I could get my hands on them one at a time.
It's not going to do any good. Forget about him.
Still can't believe it, you know. Even the biggest of them wasn't half the size of me.
You can't trust anyone, can you? Couldn't you get the locks on?
Didn't think I needed to. Guy came round to the window, getting his money out like he was going to pay. He started arguing about the surcharge.
Why don't you just forget about it?
Got a living to make, you know. Didn't even look the sort. You can usually tell, can't you? Suddenly pulled the door open, dragged me out, and then they all laid in.
Could you recognise them again?
I don't know. I gave a description of the first fella, but that's about it.
You'll get compensation off the firm, won't he? The doctor says he might be off for a month or more.
Babe, you can guys a cup of coffee? Fancy one out the machines.
Yeah, I think there's some as well, could you, love?
Yeah, I'll come with you, Juice.
You haven't told her that the settle's gonna have.
You're going to have to tell her soon.
Oh, no chance.
You were going on about this last night when I saw you. What's so important?
I'm scared of her getting up to her old tricks. Look, if I get the sack, well, that's tough. But I don't want her to know. Not until I'm back on my feet and I can do something about getting another job. But if she knows I've got the sack and I'm stuck in here, she won't be able to cope.
Well, we'll be able to give her a hand.
Believe me, Tess, she won't. She'll dump the kids and go clubbing it and all kinds. And now I know she won't look up that Tony character.
Oh, she won't do that while you've been here, surely.
It's not that she doesn't care, Tess. It's just her way of getting through. Oh, look at this. It's the last thing I needed. We're getting on great and all.
You'll be all right. I'll sort your settle out.
You can't do that.
I've already paid this week's.
You're joking, are you?
I'll manage.
Kill yourself, Tess.
You did all right, didn't you? I'd have gone down the tubes if it hadn't been for you sorting the cab out and all that. You know, when me and Sue went...
Thanks, mate.
That's all right. Anyway, that could have been me out there last night if you hadn't changed over. Mind you, I'm not that soft to ask for the extra money, am I?
I don't even laugh.
I thought you were doing well. You told me you'd loads of customers.
I have. I just have to keep letting them down, don't I? I can't rely on Jimmy and buses all the time.
Well, couldn't you get another job in a salon?
I want to work on my own. It's much better.
Hey, well, couldn't you bring them round here? I mean, this room is perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, I did suggest that to some of them, but they turn their noses up. I mean, when you think about it, it's no different than going into town coming up here, is it?
Well, I could probably get a few customers for you.
No, I'm all right, thanks, Nan. How's that for you?
Oh, it's smashing, love. How much do I owe you?
I'm not charging you, don't be soft.
Just nipping out, all right?
Oh, Rod, love, do you think you could give me a lift?
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Neighbours will think I've clicked with some rich toy boy. Hey, don't you worry, love. I'll get you some customers. At least they won't be miles away.
Thanks, Nan.
I carried your weight, eh?
Get rid of it.
Oh, hey, Mum, it's a bargain.
Like that flaming bike was a bargain, and that's been haunting me for the last 18 months.
This is, though. I could make a bit of money out of this when it's done up.
I don't want to hear. I mean, just look at the state of the place. I can't get in and out of the house with the junk in the garden. And what about the Moby?
Moby goes on the road.
I'm talking about your dad loading and unloading. He wants to do hampers. God knows why. And where's he going to pack them? And he can't do them in the house. So the pair of you get shut of it.
It'll only take a few weeks. See, the fella who sold us who thinks it's a write-off, he would have scrapped it today.
A scrapyard's the place for it.
It's sound. He hasn't got a clue what he's on about.
That's right, Mrs. Dixon. We only had to pay £30 for it. Mike reckons we'll be worth 150 when we've done it up.
If you believe that, you're twice as soft as he is, Carl Crawford. Well, you must be mad spending your money on a heap of rubbish like this.
Beat him down on the price. Oh, go on, just a few weeks. I only need new points, plugs, then a filter and a carb.
You said that about that daft bike.
Yeah, but you'd sooner I was messing about with cars than bikes. You said they're too dangerous. OK, if I get rid of this, can I get another bike? It wouldn't take up as much space.
I don't want you on a motorbike.
Well, can I just keep this for a month, then? Here, I didn't even have to spend that tenner you gave me.
A month. But you can't leave it here. You'll have to go on the road when your dad needs the space.
Mrs. Dixon? Do you think you could tell your lads to stop putting their bits and pieces on my front? We haven't. I don't think I make a habit of leaving car seats on my drive.
Get it moved.
Carl? Yeah, I don't want to be awkward about this, but the whole front's becoming a mess. Is there any chance you could tidy it up?
Ron needs this space for work.
Oh, yeah, I realise that, but I mean,
The
what about
boys will move it. Michael.
Mom.
I said a month. I could change my mind. Happy?
Well, as you mention it, no.
Oh.
The hole in the tarmac, it's still a mess. Is there any chance you could...
Ron will sort it. He's already told me he'll do it.
Yeah, no, but it's been like that for
Look,
ages.
Christmas is coming. He's very busy, and we'll see to it. All right?
Suppose so. Yes. Now, when you think about cars, Max, Mad Max.
Hey, it's enough of that. I don't want any more complaints. And I've got a job for you too, Jack. Come on.
I'm busy.
You can spare half an hour. Your dad wants me to put the Christmas decorations up.
It's ages off yet.
I know, but it's a new line he's selling. He wants the neighbours to see him.
Yeah, but I should be going back to the swimming pool to get some more practice in.
You've been there this morning, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I didn't get the times I needed for Coventry.
Well, you're going Wednesday. I gave you the coach fare.
That was the TSB Championships. I'm talking about the SO Championships in Coventry.
Oh, well, you'll see some of them. Come on, love.
Now, you eat all that up nicely, eh? That's a good boy. Then you can have some chocolate. I think you should go to bed for a bit, you know. Go on, go to bed for a couple of hours. Go on.
I can't, can I? I've got to get going. I've got to do a double shift. I should do all right with the Christmas shoppers, though.
Can't you just hang on for a cup of coffee and a sarnie?
No, I can't. I'll get something after.
Sorry to bother you. I forgot these.
Great, the stuff from the catalogue.
Yeah. They came yesterday with Mick and I.
Thanks. Did you get through to work then?
Yeah. They let me have unpaid leave.
I should think so. Look, Josie, Terry's going to be working, so, I mean, if you fancy coming over to keep me company...
Thanks. But I think I'll go see Mars, yeah. We might go for a drink and that when we've been to see Mick. See you then. Thanks for all the running around in there.
See you, Bonnie. I thought she'd welcome a bit of company.
Not ours. Mick's terrified she's going to go out on the razzle while he's in hospital.
Is that what he said?
Well, I hope for his sake she doesn't. I wouldn't want him going through what I...
You really care about people, don't you?
Well, he's my mate, isn't he?
Glad it wasn't you. I'd hate anything to hurt you again.
I'll have to get going, all right?
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
OK, Mrs. Cowley. I wait to hear from you. OK, bye.
Was that a job?
No, it was a cancellation.
I don't know why you don't get a job in another salon.
Because I want to work for myself and I can't afford to rent a shop.
Yeah, but you could work in any salon you wanted to, Tracy.
I've had enough of all that, Rod. I don't want to be chasing our biddies round and talking about holidays to rich, snotty cows. If I wanted that, then I'd go and work for Shelley.
Yeah, well, it is not me, is it? Money? You owe me for the mortgage, so when am I going to get it?
I've told you, I don't know.
My credit card hasn't got enough left on it. I need that money.
What for?
Floor mats and that.
Oh, go away, Rod. You don't need them straight away.
It's a new card. It's got to be right.
Yeah, well, if you let me borrow it, I might be able to earn some money.
Borrow it? Not till you pass your test.
It could be months.
Months? Well, I can't wait months.
It's all right for you. Anyway, you earn loads more than me. And you get a housing allowance. I don't see why I can't owe you.
Tracy, love. Come in, girls. Come in. Here you are, love. I promised you some customers. Cut and blow and 2 blue rinses. She's won prizes for styling our Tracy.
The man with the golden tongue gives us his very own brand of chat. That's our very own Michael Cole, next on Living.
Ready, Trace? Tracy? All right, kid.
All right, what are you doing here?
Oh, that's a nice welcome, isn't it, eh? Aren't you pleased to see your Uncle Jimmy? I'm running our Tracy round, aren't I?
Yeah, well, you're late, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I couldn't remember whether she said 8 or 9, could I?
There's no point in staying in, is there? It's 8:30.
No, listen, I better hang on, because she might turn up, mightn't she? Listen, you having a cup of tea or what?
No, thanks. Jeez. Where did you get that?
What?
It's a bit poncy, isn't it?
No, it isn't you. Get out of it.
Don't tell me. You've got a mate who knows the Bee Gees?
Oh, you're very funny, aren't you? Listen, you, these are dead snazzy. All the kids are after them. They're 100 quid in the shops, these, you know.
Oh, aye.
Get off.
Seems to have lost its label there, Jim.
Yeah, well, I mean, someone gave it to me for a present, didn't they? Birthday present.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks.
Tracy left the presents over there.
Oh, where?
There.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, listen to me. Sorry it's not bell-bottom keks.
Ha, ha.
Said you'd like it, you know. No big words or anything.
Hey, you, I can read, you know.
Oh, yeah. Cartoons in the sun. Sport and life. The Beano.
No, I mean books. I read those life stories, don't I? Biographies and that. I've read that one about Coco.
Who?
They are, see, ignorant. The fella who runs Chrysler is one of the biggest tycoons in the world, him.
Didn't do you much good, did it?
Yeah, well, we can all dream, can't we? Yeah, it's great, that. Thought you were on earlies, anyway.
I'm wanted for a bit of plain clothes work, you know.
That jacket's looking a bit battered, isn't it?
Worn in, you mean?
Battered. Listen, kid, could get you one of these, you know.
I wouldn't be seen dead in one of them.
Listen, special offer to the family, 40 quid. What you say?
Too off for me, that.
No, listen, he's a legitimate supplier. Cross me heart, honest.
Hey, listen. Have you looked at my page for your birthday?
No, what?
Have a look.
Yeah.
Should have entered.
Annual event. Biggest liar in the world competition.
Still engaged. We'll try the mobile again. Did he really not say where he was going this morning?
No, but he won't be moving about, will he, if you've got the car?
It's getting too late to keep trying. If I don't go now, I'll never get through the traffic. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Could take him to the doctors if you want.
No, I mean, we'll leave it for the moment, but if he gets any worse, you must ring me, OK? I don't care if I'm in a meeting or what. Insist they put you through, all right?
OK. Couldn't you cancel this meeting?
I can't. It's a pitch.
Well, get someone to stand in for you or something.
I suppose I could get Richard to brief Jeff. Oh, no, I can't. Why do we have to fix it for today? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Get well soon, eh? Please.
Bye-bye.
I'll have to dash. All right.
Mummy will be back soon.
Look, if it gets any worse, just call me, OK?
Hey, I had to push that thing off the path this morning.
Oh, don't worry about that. Next time, you'll be able to drive it off.
Well, that? You must be joking.
Yeah, I only need to get a new Nicky carb and it'll go like a bomb.
Oh, yeah. Fill it full of petrol and it blows up. Is that what you mean?
You'll see.
Shouldn't you be getting your skates on?
Private study first period.
Well, shouldn't you be doing that, then?
No need.
Oh, good. Well, you can give me a hand with these, then, can't you?
Thought you were always telling me private study wasn't a free period.
I'm only asking for half an hour, aren't I? That's the least you could do. And anyway, it'll be me that has to stick up for you if your mother changes her mind over chitty bang bang there.
So what are you doing?
I'm wallpapering the close, Michael. What's it look like I'm doing?
Christmas hampers.
Oh, very good. No wonder you're taking A-levels.
Yeah, and no wonder you haven't got any. You haven't started collecting any money for them yet.
I'm working on that.
You're supposed to collect every week from January.
Correct in most cases, but there are people that don't want to fork out just after Christmas when they're skint, aren't they? So who supplies them, eh? Just answer me that. That's where we come in. These are for the people who forgot. Clever marketing, eh?
Thought you'd have gone by now.
No. Daniel's got his vaccinations this morning. So I arranged to go in late. Then he's got his clinic checkup this afternoon.
I forgot all about that.
Don't know why they couldn't have arranged to do it all together, but... So how's it going?
Yesterday afternoon was all right. Last night was crap.
Do you have to work so hard?
You know I have to.
I know.
Best fare I had did a run, eh?
Oh, no. How much?
£7.5 the little get.
I hope you didn't...
No, you're all right. I was too knackered. I could kip for a week.
Don't have a sleep then.
I've got to get straight out again, haven't I?
A couple of hours will do you good.
Do you want to join me?
Wish I could.
Are you sure you couldn't phone in sick or something?
Positive. Will you try and get back for some?
Who was born, right? Who was born 42 years ago today?
Look, Magnus, I thought you had some business for me. I didn't know I was going on Mastermind.
No, come on. Just have a guess.
What year was it?
1948. 14th of November. Oh, I didn't know he had the same birthday as me.
Is it your birthday?
35 today.
Many happy returns of the day, James.
Cheers,
and many
Ronnie.
more of them.
Me old mate, thanks very much.
Now then, about this stuff.
No, hang on. You haven't had a guess. Go on.
All right, Jim, I've got a van load of stuff out there and things have already started going missing.
Last one, I promise you. Go on, have a little guess. Go on.
All right, what was the year?
1948.
1948. Paul McCartney. Colin Harvey.
One guess, I said. Prince Charles, heir to the throne.
Of course it was. In the papers this morning.
Here, I want me old mate. Hey, cast your eyes over this little lot, kid. Yeah. What do you reckon? They should go a bomb on the Moby this time of year, don't you think, eh? 40 quid a piece, what you say?
No, I don't think so, Jim, no.
Right, look at the workmanship on that, Ronnie, lad.
Oh, true, I agree. I mean, you just don't make them like this anymore, do they?
Look, Ron, would I wear one if they weren't top swag, eh, mate? Look, just feel the suede, kid.
True, but I was thinking more of the colour, actually, Jim. I mean, I know I'm an Evertonian, mate, but there is a limit.
No problem. I could do you a dozen in red, no problem at all.
Nah, thanks all the same, Jay. They're not really my line, you know. I'm more like Christmas hampers and decorations, a few Christmas trees, you know what I mean?
I could lay my hands on a few trees, no problem.
I know, Jim. I'm all right, well supplied there.
Ronnie, I could bet at any price
Jimmy,
you
I've
could
got
get
it,
me,
boss.
honest. Oh, come on, Ron. God.
What was he doing here?
Just seeing if we had any sugar, you know. If you weren't family, I'd think you were checking up on me. You never know. All right, girls.
Girls. Tracy, love.
She's out hairdressing.
Out. She told me she was short of work and I brought me mates.
Can you do us a perm, love?
Hey?
You've got it wrong, love. It's our Tracy who's the hairdresser.
What? I don't trust the usual place. They ruined my hair last Easter.
No, he's not a hairdresser.
What?
It's me granddaughter.
Who's your granddaughter?
Our Tracy, but she isn't here. Our Tracy's the hairdresser and our Rod's the policeman.
I should have known you were. You're so tall. My eldest's married to a Bobby. You might know him.
Not him. Here he is.
What's going on, then?
These are two of my friends, love.
Pleased to meet you, love.
Right.
You've got lovely hair. Did you do it yourself?
Hey?
I only want a perm. I think she wants a blue rinse.
No, he's not the hairdresser. He's a policeman.
What?
He's a policeman.
Two Bobbies in the family?
No, he's a policeman and he's a... Well, I won't say what he is. The hairdresser isn't here.
What?
What's going on, then?
She gets a bit mixed up. She's a bit deaf. I've told you about our Rod, remember? He's been on all these courses for the police. You're doing very well, aren't you, love? You should see the new car he's just bought. It's beautiful, brand new.
Who, the policeman?
That's right.
Pleased to meet you.
Not him, he's a flaming dead leg.
Oh, thanks very much.
Look, this is our Rod. He's a policeman.
Policeman.
He's doing very well for himself.
What?
He's doing very well for himself. Oh, you tell her, will you, love?
Are you home already?
Yeah. Sticks has got the flu, so we had to scrap the band pracky.
I don't know. Do you reckon they'd take me on to do A-levels or what? Sounds like a doddle to me. You go in at all hours, band practice. Do you ever do any lessons?
Now and then, like.
What have you done?
I've set the time and it was well out.
Yes! Could you have thrown a free silencer in for 30 quid?
Hey, listen to that. I'll have to get a stinger or a cherry bomb on it. It sounds loads better.
Thank God for that.
I mean louder.
Hey, look, we've already had enough complaints from next door.
Hey?
I said we've already had enough complaints.
What?
I said, turn it off. Yeah, very funny, very funny. They got a baby next door, remember? Do you want Moan and Maxie out here complaining again?
Do you fancy your razzing it?
Oh, no way.
I'll go on, just down the shop somewhere.
Listen, Michael, this car doesn't leave here till you've got a licence, an insurance and an MOT, if that's ever likely.
Who's gonna see me?
That isn't the point.
You let me drive the wagon here.
Oh, how many times?
I know. It was an emergency. But it's hypocritical.
Okay, I'm a hypocrite. We run the world. I hope you haven't woken that kid up. And another thing, that's illegally parked. It's got no road tax.
Here, I'll have a go with this one. What royal mistress died on my birthday in 1687?
What's he say?
What royal mistress died on my birthday in 1687?
You're wasting your time with her. She's deaf as a post.
A ghost?
Why don't you give us a hand instead of standing there getting on everybody's nerves?
Behave, I'm no hairdresser. And judging by the state of that, neither are you.
Well, you just looked like one stood there in that sissy jacket.
Sissy, ain't you? Get out of it.
Right, Alice, I think you're done. You'll be very nice when I've finished with you. Blind man on a galloping horse won't notice. Now go and make yourself comfy in the other room, love.
Nell Gwyn.
What?
Aye, Nell Gwyn, well done, yeah. Nell Gwyn, the royal mistress. 2 points to you.
Get out of my sight, will you?
Ask him about those men who are doing their business up the side of me house.
How many more times? He is not a policeman.
Every Saturday night, full of ale they are. It's disgusting.
How long are you going to be in, Anne?
All night at this rate.
I want to wash my car. This won't fit over that tap.
Well, I'll be as quick as I can.
It turns your stomach. Every Sunday I have to go out and swill it down. It's not good enough at my age. They're like animals.
Oh, talk to her, will you? She's got this problem. Men coming round doing you-know-what outside her house after the alehouse. Can you send someone round?
He's the policeman, isn't he? They won't lock him up. Will you come round on Saturday night?
I'm not in that division, I'm sorry.
What?
Hey, oh, here's a good one. Which well-known trust has its 25th anniversary this week? Go on.
Oh, go home, will you?
The Migraine Trust. Hey, bet that's a bit of an headache for him, isn't it? Eh? You know, migraine, headache.
I want to wash my car. This is a madhouse, this place.
I'd be ready to stand up in court about it. Everyone in our street would. How many bobbies can you send?
Sorry, phone's ringing.
What?
Hello? All right, Kev, yeah. Listen, mate, I was just wondering if you were interested in... Hey, Rod, some kids just been messing around with your car there.
You what?
Yeah, listen, mate, knock off suede jackets.
My husband never carried on like that.
Yeah, listen. No, look, they're dead snazzy. All the kids are wearing them, mate. 3 dozen. Great, OK. Meet me in the Swan, 9 o'clock. I'll have a few samples for you, OK? Cheers, Kev. Ta-ra.
I hope you're not using this house for anything remotely dodgy.
You ma, with a copper in the family. I'm not that soft, you know.
Come and tell her you'll do something, love.
Nan, I'm not in that division.
But you're still a copper. Oh, come on. Me nerves are shattered with it.
Has she been in touch with the local station?
Ron said you to see your local station.
Can't be more patient. Disgusting.
Terry?
What? Oh, what time is it? Oh, no, I've slept right through.
Oh, you'll feel better for it.
How'd it go at the clinic?
He was as good as gold.
Right, I'll just go up and see him and then I'll get off.
Just a second. I think you ought to read this.
What is it?
It's a letter from John. It's not bad news, just a bit worrying. Oh, the first bit's just about how great the job is, how great Helen is, and how great London is. And then he goes on to remind us that we've only got 4 weeks to try and get a mortgage sorted out.
He wants all the fin. I thought you said it wasn't bad news.
Tell you what, when you pass your test, perhaps you should teach me to drive. Then you could get one of those things saying Mike and Marg.
Oh, yeah. Might be a bit restricting, that, though. Tell you what I'll do. I'll get a load of letters and then take me pick.
Did you hear crying?
Huh?
See ya.
Yeah. Running away from you now, are they? Hey, has he been trying to sell you leather jackets?
No.
Well, listen, if he does, don't bother.
If it's anything like the one he's got on, forget it.
Hey, listen, now you got nothing to distract you, maybe you can give us a hand with the rest of these stuff, eh?
Okay.
Mike! He's trapped his finger in the kitchen door.
All right, love, don't panic. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Steady. Oh, yeah. Come on, love, I better run you down to casualty.
Well, I'll have to ring Mrs. Farnham.
You can do that when you get there. Come on. Here, I'll take him. Come on. All right, little fella. You all right? You got him? Right, get the rest of them hampers packed away, will you, please?
Hey! What are you doing? What? Give us that. And the keys. Keep your hands off this car, you.
Swapped jobs, have we, eh? I wondered how you could afford a fancy new car like this. Now I know. You've been moonlighting at Ainsworth's, haven't you?
It's evidence, this.
I'm not soft. Evidence goes in plastic bags.
Haven't had time, haven't you?
It's funny how there's a baddie who works at Ainsworth's with the same name as you, isn't it, eh? I mean, what do you reckon the chances are against that, eh?
Isn't it time you went?
Yeah. Only I've left me book in the house.
Even without Mick settled to pay out, how are we going to raise nearly 4,000?
It's going to take a lot more than 4 weeks.
Wish Mum's house had been worth a bit more.
I'm not writing back to John asking him for more time, and you're not either.
Isn't it worth a try?
He's treated us like muck walking in and out of here when he feels like. I want this place to be ours, no ties with John.
Remember when he got Cheryl out of the fire?
Well, that's all crap now, isn't it? He's with this Helen one.
Well, we'll just have to look for a flat.
No.
Well, we'll have to.
I've lived on this coast for 6 years. I've lived in 3 different houses. I've never felt secure in any of them.
Well, isn't that a good enough reason for moving on? Maybe we should have a completely fresh start. I've got cousins up in Newcastle. Maybe I could find something there. You know, we could find a flat or something. I'll write to them and ask.
No. I'm having this place to myself if it kills me.
You're killing yourself already. It's 16 hours you did yesterday.
This is going to be ours. I'm not crawling to John. We're going to pay our way.
We can't, though.
I'll get the money legally. I've said to you, I want it to be ours, all right?
Does it matter as long as we're together?
It matters to me.
You in, love? I finished. Tell him I'll give him a cup of tea on Saturday night.
Can't you tell her, Nan? I won't be there.
What?
Thanks very much, he says.
They won't locking up, the lot of them.
You don't fancy giving us a lift, do you, love? It's a bit cold standing for the bus.
Oh, I am busy, Nan.
I don't know. Our Tracy lets me down like that. Now my own grandson can't even be bothered to give me a lift home.
Hey. Hey, listen. I'll bet you didn't know that Neru has the same birthday as me.
I'm not leaving him here on his own, Nan.
Right, you, out. I don't care if you're born on the same day as Fred Astaire, Mickey Mouse or the Archangel Gabriel. Now sling your hoop.
And what happens if our Tracy comes back and wants a lift somewhere then, eh?
Well, our Rod will run if she needs a lift.
All right. Won't be a minute.
Right. Get in, girls.
I forgot to go, Julia.
Oh, you'll be all right till you get home. Get in, love.
What?
Trouble with the waterworks, incontinence.
See you, kid.
Hey, hang on. What's that?
Nosy, aren't you? You keep your secrets and I'll keep mine, OK?
Not in my house, you don't.
Hey, Billy's house, if you don't mind.
If I find any niffy in there, I'm going to do you.
Oh, will you? And I'll tell your chief constable that you have been doing a little bit on the side at Ainsley's, haven't you? See ya.
Come on, love. She's going to be desperate in a minute.
Mrs. Farnham, are you looking for Margaret?
Oh, where is she? I'm more to the point. Where's Thomas?
My dad run him down to the hospital.
Why? What is it? What's happened?
He's,
What, for heaven's sakes?
well, he trapped his finger in the door, so my dad thought...
Trapped it? Oh, is it broken? Which hospital have they gone to?
Here they are now.
It's all right, love. No harm done.
Give him to me now. It's all right.
Thanks ever so much, Mr. Dixon.
It's Ron, love. You're very welcome.
Margaret!
Is the kid okay?
Yeah, it's just a bit of bruising, you know. Be all right.
You tell Mummy. You see a doctor, did you? How the hell did his finger get crushed in the drawer?
It was an accident.
What do you mean, an accident?
He's had it x-rayed, nothing's broken. The doctor said the swelling would go down by tomorrow.
It's not been bandaged properly.
It's fine, I watched them do it.
It was a pity you didn't watch Thomas a bit more closely. How did it happen?
He just...
Well?
I'm not sure.
You weren't with him?
He wasn't ill at all. He ate his dinner.
Where were you? Well?
Outside talking to Mike.
What do you think we pay you for?
Well, it was better. I've been nursing him all morning. I just wanted a break.
So you thought you'd leave him in here to shut his finger in a door?
Well, I only left him for 5 minutes, not all day.
It's the man with the golden tongue. Why, it's Michael Cole, of course, and he'll be chatting after the break.
Listen, I want 50p each way on that. Hey, you make enough money off me, don't you? Right then. And listen, a quid to win on sack then, so 2.30, OK? Look, while you're on, what do you reckon to Molly's gang? Oh, do you? Oh, well, look, in that case, you better make it 25p each way, OK? Cheers, Ken. See ya, ta-da.
You here again? What is it this time?
I won't be here long, don't worry.
Yeah, why don't you go now, then?
Look, I'm only trying to help out, aren't I? I'm going to be driving Tracy round. Watch me tea, will you? Why didn't you watch where you're going?
Get it cleaned up.
Hi.
Right.
I hope you're going to eat a decent dinner after me running round all over the show. Something wrong?
I'm 30 quid short on the settle. Do you think we could borrow the money out your mum's money? I mean, I could go out tonight, but I don't want to. I'm knackered. I've had enough of Friday nights and drunks and runners and God knows what else. I just want a good night's kip.
I'm not saying we can't take the money out of the savings, but don't you think you should just tell Mick that you need to get somebody else in as a day man?
I can't do that to him, can I? The boss's brother-in-law's looking for a job. If he gets in, Mick'll never get back. I'm not going to let him down. I was even thinking about taking it out of this.
What is it?
The lads had a whip around for Josie. It's 90 quid.
Oh, that was good of them.
I wish they'd have a whip around for me.
But shouldn't Mick and Josie give you the money out of that?
Don't know, it's Mick's decision, isn't it?
It's Josie's money.
I've been thinking about that, about giving it to her. I don't think I should.
Yeah, but she must be getting desperate. She's on unpaid leave.
Well, you know Mick's worried. I mean, if I give it to Josie, God knows what she's going to do with it. I think I should give it direct to him.
Why won't you trust her?
Look, I don't want her on my conscience. If she goes down the clubs and blows all that money, all right.
Maybe you're right.
So, shall I get it out of this then?
What else can we do?
Means we'll be further off the deposits. I wish Barry was here. I'd ask him if he wants to be a lodger.
Well, not that desperate, surely. Have you heard from him?
No. I've even asked around if anyone knows if he's gone back to Brum, but nothing. I'll see you later.
Hey, what about your dinner?
I'll have that tonight.
You haven't eaten properly all week.
Tonight. No work, no hassle. Just a nice, quiet night in. All right?
Hey, I hope that won't stain.
It'll come out, don't worry.
How many appointments has our Tracy got, eh?
I don't know. Half a dozen, I think.
Oh, that's good. Those mats cost more than I thought, and I've just bought some new tapes.
Hey, there's hundreds there. That must have cost you a bit, eh?
Yeah, they're not all new. I've just got back ones of lent out and that, you know. Want to sort them out, see if they're worth keeping, like.
Hey, well, listen, if there's any that you don't want, I'll have them, kid.
Oh, get out of it. Sooner burn them than see you ripping people off.
I don't know what you think I am sometimes.
A crook.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it, eh? Coming from a policeman in the family.
Yeah, well, we both know where we stand, don't we, Jim?
Listen, kiddo, I could give you a hand if you want.
Aren't you supposed to be running our Tracy? If not, clear off.
Do you know, if our Billy could hear the way you speak to me sometimes, he'd never fit, you know that?
He wouldn't say a dicky bird. If it wasn't for you, he'd probably still be living here.
Hey, you, it wasn't just me who was onto Godden, you know.
Look, don't mention that name in this house, please.
All I'm trying to do is be useful.
Yeah, well, if you want to be useful, just stay away from here till our Tracy needs you.
Do your best to look after you two and all it gets the height of abuse.
We don't need looking after, Jim.
Are you taking our Tracy round this afternoon now? Hey, I said, are you taking our Tracy round this afternoon?
Can't you see I'm busy? I've got things to do.
Oh, aye. Day off. Thought you would have been down at Ainsley's, you know, stacking the old spaghetti hoops.
Hey, I've told you, I don't discuss work with anyone.
All right, I won't say anything.
You better hadn't.
Hey, Rod, how much of my stuff did my nan use yesterday?
Don't ask me.
Well, you were here, weren't you?
So was he.
Hey! God, she must use gallons of perm solution. It's going to cost me loads to replace it.
Hey, you haven't got that money for me, have you?
No, I haven't.
All right, I need that cash. Spent nearly 100 this morning.
I thought you were skint.
I got paid yesterday.
Well, you're all right then, aren't you?
Look, I need that cash. Just spent loads of money on floor mats and tapes and everything.
Oh, Rod, you didn't have to buy them.
Yeah, well, I could easily afford them if I wasn't paying all the bills in this place. I pay everything. I'm hardly ever here, Tracy.
Well, as soon as I've got the money, I'll give it to you, OK?
Try working a bit harder, eh?
Hey, just give a shout if you need a lodger, kid.
You are a lodger. You just don't pay any rent.
Oh, well, I could do.
No chance.
Listen, mate. Your Auntie Jackie's not going to take me back, you know. And, well, Kathy won't even look at me anymore.
Tough.
Listen, the place would be secure and everything with me here.
Secure? You're joking, aren't you? In 5 minutes, they'd be filming the place for Crime Watch.
There won't be any trouble, you know that.
Forget it.
I'm not ready, Jimmy.
I just wanted to check, you know, where we're going and that, like.
Right. 2 in West Derby,
Yeah.
1 in Tuebrook and 2 in Gatco.
Oh, nice one. Hey, they'll be worth a few bob, won't they, eh? Gattica.
Oh, no, not them. They were always the worst tippers when they come in the shop.
Yeah, well, just jack the price up a bit.
I can't, because they always whinge about it. Don't know if I'm doing the right thing or not, you know. This is just useless without my own transport.
Well, but, hey, look, you've always got me to drive you around, haven't you?
No, but I can't keep relying on you, because I don't know when that mate of yours is using the van. I need to pass my test, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, it could take time, couldn't it, eh? Months even. I mean, it took me 3 times before I passed mine. Well, I mean, I took it once, you know, and failed, so I never bothered after that. Hey, but your dad had to go in for it 3 times, you know.
If I had more money, I'd take one of them courses, you know, them intensive ones where you'd have lessons right up to your test.
But I could lend you a few quid for that.
Oh, no, look, I can look after myself, thanks.
Well, I can have a word with your dad if you want.
Look, I want to pay my own way.
Oh, Jim. He doesn't make it any easier, does he, eh?
Rod, no, it's all right for him. He's all set up and earning a bomb.
Hey, listen, I could help out if you like.
Oh, no, I can't have that.
No, look, it wouldn't be charity, nothing like that. Listen, if I moved in, I could pay rent, couldn't I?
Rod would go mad.
Yeah, well, it means he'd get his money back sooner, wouldn't he?
Oh, Jimmy, you know what he's like.
Oh, listen, Trace, couldn't you have a word with him? I can't get anywhere with him. Oh, look, your Auntie Jackie's not going to take me back, you know. And Kathy, she doesn't want to know. All I've got is that lousy bedsit. That fella to share with Gus, he's nothing but a slob. Oh, go on, have a word with him, Trace.
Oh, Jimmy, he wouldn't have it.
Look, it's your house and all. That's what your dad said. Oh, please, go on, have a little word with him on the quiet, eh, love?
All right. I'll have to wait till he's in a better mood, though.
Ah, oh, cheers, girl. Nice one.
Hiya, love.
Hiya.
How's the little fella's finger?
All right, thanks.
Oh, let's have a look. Oops. Oops. Let's have a look. Oh, that'll teach you to go messing around with doors, won't it?
Teach me and all.
Got a bit of a telling off, did you, love?
Yeah.
Well, my missus used to stay at home to look after the kids when they were nippers.
Yeah, but I don't think they'd be able to live here if Patricia didn't have such a good job. Thomas was a bit poorly that morning. I think she felt guilty having to go to work.
Yeah.
I like your decorations.
Hey, yeah, they're good, aren't they? And I've got plenty more in there, you know, if you ever want me.
Oh, well, I'll ask Patricia.
Hey, do you think she'd be interested in a Christmas hamper?
I can ask her.
Hey, it's really good value, you know. It's 37 lines, got everything in it. Tin meat, fish, it's got the tin fruit Christmas pud, everything. And it's only £10 a week, or 60 quid, whichever way you want to do it.
I don't think they'll be interested. They're into health food, you know, they eat muesli and organic stuff and that.
Oh. Hey, how about a Christmas tree? They got one? I've got loads of them, you know. Only £1.50 a foot to neighbours.
Shouldn't think they'll have one of them.
Why?
Well, it's real, innit? They don't believe in chopping down forests.
But they're from the Delamere forest. They have to chop them down, that's why they grow them.
Oh, well, I'll tell them.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Not another 2-hour day, is it?
Not today, no. We had a band placky in the gym. Hey, Mark, just have a listen to this. Yeah, let me start. You put a cherry bomb on it.
What?
It's a silencer that makes more noise.
I'll have to go.
You are at the start?
No, I've got to get him in for his dinner.
She lived there?
Yeah.
She's a bit young to be married, isn't she? She's the nanny, Pratt.
Oh, my, how old is she?
What do you want to know for?
She's all right, isn't she? I like the woolly back voice.
What is it with you?
What?
Every girl you see, you have to start paving after.
Oh, jealous are you?
I'm talking about our Jackie. I mean, every time you see our Jackie, you start ogling at her. Just pack it in and get out and give me a go.
The racket out of that old jalopy of theirs over there.
Yeah, I reckon he's got one of them illegal silencers on it. Oh, if I see him on the road, I'll do him.
It must be brilliant having a job like yours, spreading happiness wherever you go. Yeah, Trace, love, I'll do that, don't worry.
What's where you going?
Sorry, what do you want, tea or coffee?
Have tea.
Lots of tea coming up.
What about me?
What do you want?
Coffee, please.
Like 1 cup of coffee?
Yeah, get that, will you?
Oh, I hope it's not another cancellation. Where's my appointment book?
On the window ledge.
Will you watch it?
Hello? It's for you, Jimmy.
Right, cheers, love.
What's he doing taking calls here? Look, where you going? Will you watch it?
Hello? You what? I quit to win sack dancer. All right. Anything else? Hey, listen, what's the SP on Molly's gang now?
Well, how will you?
All right, cheers then. Thick as you know what, eh?
Watch it.
Oh, hiya, Nan.
Hiya, look. Got some more customers for you. Go through, lads. Through to the kitchen door on the left. Brought you some gents for a change, love.
Nan, I'm going out soon.
I don't believe it. Watch where you're going. God almighty.
There's no need to be rude, Rod. They only need a trim.
A trim? You've got to be joking, aren't you? Two of them are bald.
Keep your remarks to yourself, you, Jimmy Corkhill.
I don't believe it.
Are you going first, bait? Ready when you are, Tracy, love.
Sorry, didn't you hear me come in?
No, what's that?
It's a fax machine. Patricia's been promising herself one for ages, but she hasn't got round to buying one. Hope the agency's still prepared to reimburse her. How's Thomas's finger?
Oh, it's better. Put a new plaster on it. At least he didn't lose his nail.
She was sorry she shouted at you, know. It was a shock, I suppose, her coming home and finding that you'd taken him to hospital. Bark's much worse than a bite. You take it from me. Right, there it is. Now then, if her office is as efficient as she says it is, she'll get a reply pretty soon.
You know, it was just an accident. I did only leave him for 5 minutes.
We know that, don't we? I wish I had the car this afternoon, though. Looking parcels on the train, it's no joke, what with all these Christmas shoppers.
You get a new car, then?
Yeah, as soon as we can afford one. And not until then.
Do you get a reply soon?
Well, if she's in the office, yeah. Mind you, she could be out coming over for a spot check. Ah, there it is.
Sounds like my mum's microwave.
Is it Warrington or Patricia?
I think it's personal.
Oh, I see. Personal.
I'll just get Thomas a drink. He'll be waking up soon.
Don't believe it. They're fixing the road. Looks like my letter to the council did the trick. He's doing it himself. He's got cowboys in.
Don't complain, please, Max. He was very good when Thomas hurt his finger.
Well, he better make a good job of it.
You haven't opened your post yet. One was a bit official looking.
When did this come?
First post, she'd already gone.
Good God. It's a court summons. The mail order firm is suing us over the catalogue stuff delivered to Dr. Choi.
Hey, Rod, look. What a bumptious day, missus. What a bumptious day.
Give it a rest, eh, Jim?
Hey, Rod, imagine wearing one of these. You'd feel like that dog off the paint advert, wouldn't you?
2 with no sugar and 1 with 2. Hey, you. Have some respect, will you? You can't leave anything alone unless it's nailed down.
Go away, I was only messing, having a laugh.
Yo, life's a mess. What else can you do?
I don't know how our Billy and Doreen stood living with you for 15 years.
She's not your Doreen.
Watch out.
Right. Just going to use the phone?
No, you're not. There's a phone box round the corner. Use that.
Oh.
You tell him, love.
Yeah, go on. You're not running up hard, Bill.
Tight.
I don't know why you have that lady hanging round here.
It's our Tracy, innit? As soon as she passes a test, he won't need to come round here.
That'll not stop him. You know what he's like.
Yeah, well, he'll get the message.
There is Nancy, you know, love.
What's that?
Well, if I moved in... I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? You and our Tracy are both busy people. You need someone to keep the place ticking over. Apart from that, I could keep that dead leg away from here.
Oh, I don't know, Nan.
I just rattle around in that place of mine, you know. I know it's only a corpy, but it's big.
I'll have to think about it.
Oh, no rush, love. Apart from the fact that Christmas is coming, isn't it? And, well, this could be my last. It'd be nice to have the family round, you know, and get everything organised for the last time.
Don't be silly. It's not going to be your last.
Ooh, I'm not the woman I used to be. Will you think about it, love?
Nan, did you tell them how much they had to pay?
Oh, just the usual, I said.
Well, it's hardly worth me picking up the scissors for 25p.
25p? This is supposed to be a business. What can she do with 25p? She already owes me a fortune.
Well, it's what they used to.
I mean, they always pay that.
It's crazy. You're just wasting your time.
Oh, come in, love. Better said it'd be a bit late. Through to the kitchen door on the left.
Oh, God!
Sorry. That was brand new. Out! Go on! Out!
No,
I'm
Henry,
sick of it!
It's all right, Henry. Come back, love.
Death!
You had no right. He's a friend of your granddad's.
Right, come on, lads. Out now. Leave the cards and go.
Have you gone mad?
This is mine and Tracy's house. Most of the time, it's like a circus. Come on, lads, hurry it up. Let's go. Out! Come on. Take it and don't come back. Come on, lads, let's go.
But these are friends of mine. I'm trying to help out Tracy.
What's going on? What's up with you?
And you, go on, out.
You what?
And take your flaming knock-off jacket with you.
Hey, hang on. What about our Tracy's transport?
If she wants a lift, I'll give her one.
Tracy, I thought you said you were going to have a word with him about me lodging here.
You what? Did you?
Just to shut him up.
Oh, thanks, Tracy.
If anybody should be lodging here, it's me. Isn't that right, Rod? He promised me, soft lad.
Oh, no, it didn't. You can get out as well. Go on.
Don't you talk to me like that.
Get out. I'm sick of you interfering. All you want is free lodgings, taxi service. Come on, out.
I'm trying to help you. You're my Reenie's kids.
Oh, just get out.
It's in you. The Cork Hill blood. You're just like that flaming no-good father of yours. The minute you'd driven your mother out, you couldn't stand me anywhere near this place. You're just like him. A rotten, no-good Cork Hill.
Out!
Are you going to let him carry on like this to me?
It's no good, Nan. He's right.
I'll never forgive you for this, Rod Cork Hill.
Come on, Rod, mate. You can't turn your backs on us. We're family, kid.
Come on, out.
It's all your fault, this.
My fault? It wasn't me that filled the place with geriatrics.
They'll have you know they were friends of mine, friends of my late husband. God bless him.
If you want to fight, do it outside. Out! Well away. What's up with you?
No, I said... It's the registrar I want to speak to. Yeah, I know he's in court. What I want to know is when court adjourns. Yeah, I want to speak to him right away. Right in, but this is an emergency. They're summoning the wrong people. Will you take my number?
Parcels for me. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Look, I'll try again tomorrow.
You're the Chrissy stuff for the kids.
No. Yeah, all
Find
right.
someone to hang
It's
on
Saturday,
now.
yeah. All right, I'll write in, yeah.
Turn.
Goodbye. Look, I don't want your parcels delivering here again. Do you hear?
Well, she's taken them before. I have to work, you know.
Just as long as you know that we can't take them in.
It's no problem. That's
You know why.
Is there something wrong with me?
No, it's nothing to do with you. I just don't want your catalogue parcels delivering here again. You'll have to make alternative arrangements. The summonsing us. What would it look like if we were seen taking other people's catalogue parcels in?
If we're having a night in, do you fancy a video?
I don't mind. What do you fancy?
Something funny, I don't mind. You choose.
See if we've got enough here. Just about. Mind you, we're not going to save much, are we, if we keep hiding videos?
It's not exactly going to kill us, is it? Oh, look, if that's Jehovah's Witnesses, tell them to get lost.
Oh, all right, Josie, come in.
Hiya. I thought I'd nip and tell you. Mick can come home on Monday.
That's great, Josie.
Yeah.
Did the hospital say when he'll be able to drive again?
Dunno. Perhaps a month.
Oh.
Oh, well, at least he's coming home, eh?
Yeah. I was wondering if you wanted to order any more for Christmas. It's getting late, like.
I think is with a bit skint.
Yeah, things are a bit tight at the moment, you know.
Things are a bit tight for me, too. I could really do with a commission on this. With Mick not earning.
Well, it's not that bad. I mean, the taxi drivers have had a whip round. Well, the drivers have had a whip round for you.
For me?
Yeah, 90 quid, wasn't it?
Yeah.
90? Oh, well, that's a weight off my mind.
Well, see, the thing is, Mick's got it.
I thought it was for me.
Well, for you and the kids, yeah.
So why's he got it?
Well, you see, the...
You're as bad as him. You don't trust me.
No, Josie.
You're like everybody else in this close. Like that jumped-up get next to us. Why can't they talk to me, eh? Is there something wrong with me round here?
Look, Josie, Terry only did what he thought was best, that's all. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's not your fault.
No, it's not yours either. I mean, you're flogging yourself to death as it is. Look, we're winning. They've got to sort themselves out on their own.
That was sad, that, wasn't it? I know, yeah. I think Stig should have stayed at home in bed. He made a right mess of it. Not as much as Ammo on the drums. He's good. You just don't know what good drumming is. Can you show Jackie?
Mike, no! Mike, what are you doing?
Get away from him. I've told you, keep away.
Some homegrown chat with the golden-tongued Michael Cole coming up after the break.
Still looking at them cards.
Careful. The kids ages to do them.
So you keep saying.
Didn't you make me a card then?
I just made you dinner for you. Isn't that enough?
Yeah, thanks.
And who do you think wrote Gemma's message out for you?
Nice, was only messing.
Well, don't. Drink your soup.
What about that lot?
Voila.
Well, don't I get an explanation why you bought a warehouse full of catalogue, dear?
Not now, eh, babe?
Well, when?
After. Eat your dinner.
Do my best. Oh, my face.
Oh, yeah, give us a tray. Oh, I'll do it. Let's get you dry.
Yeah, give it here.
Please yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I just feel so useless sat here like a senile old man.
It's all right.
I'll have to change these kegs. They're soaked.
Yeah, okay.
The kegs.
What?
I need a hand.
Oh. Sorry, babe. I didn't think.
I'm the sorry one. What kind of fella needs nappy training from his missus?
It's all part of the service. You always said you wanted your own personal geisha girl.
What I want is to do my job without getting my head kicked in. To feed me kids without eating hospital food myself. And to have you as my wife and not a glorified nursemaid.
Come on, babe. You'll be the Hank I knew and loved again in no time.
Knew and loved.
Yes, you know what I mean.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. God, if I get my hands on him, they'd end up with more than a broken arm and a cracked cheekbone.
You'd have the wires come looking for you then, wouldn't you?
I get your mates to do it for me.
What are you talking about, Jose?
I don't know. It's just seeing you sitting here like this.
Well, how do you think I feel, eh?
Yeah, well, it's not going to be easy for either of us.
Well, I'm the one here in this plaster cast.
Yeah, and I'm the one that's got to...
You're the one who's got to what?
I'm the one who's got to go to the airing cupboard and get you a clean pair of kicks.
You made it at last, have you?
Fair's fair. Had to move heaven and earth to move that site visit forward a day.
Yeah, looks like you brought half the earth with you as well.
Huh? Oh, right, cement. Didn't have a chance to clean up properly.
We could solve this problem of always having to rush around everywhere, you know.
All right.
Yeah, it's quite simple. All you have to do is pretend to be a pompous businessman type for just 1 second and say to yourself, I think I'll buy wifey a little runaround car.
Lunch before our mega shop?
OK. Would mean no more buses or trains for either of us.
No.
Think how much money we'd save on taxis.
I'd rather not. I've heard it all before.
Margaret could have lessons, we'd have a mobile nanny.
And who'd pay for these lessons to learn to drive this car that doesn't actually exist?
And we wouldn't have to keep contriving meetings like this every other week.
Come off it. You love sloping off on the afternoon on the slide.
Well, that's beside the point. And what about Thomas?
Well, I think he's a touch too young for driving lessons.
No, I'm thinking about incidents like that near emergency the other day when, if we'd had a car,
if
we could
everyone
have
had a second car, just in case their child had a cut knee, nobody would be able to get to the hospitals for all the traffic.
I take that as no.
Put it this way, my head says no. My heart says definitely no.
Freeze, sucker. Hey, I'm freezing here. Go ahead. Make my day. Why don't you make mine and have a go at this for half an hour, eh? I can't. I've got my little selection box display to sort out. Thrill a minute this, innit, eh? You know what they say about undercover work? Being exposed to mundane situations. Yeah, but it doesn't say anything about being exposed to exposure, though, does it? Freezing here. I've been here for about half an hour. Yeah, but it's like being on the RA team with these price guns, innit? Oh, I'm glad they're keeping you happy, but it's hardly Miami Vice, is it? No one said nothing to you yet. About what? Whatever. Oh, yeah, one of the girls on the till asked me if I wanted a cup of tea, right? And was he interested in a big stock fiddle he had going tomorrow? Me neither. I'm going up to the canteen after, see if anyone cracks on there. Do you know what? I reckon we won't earn anything until there's a big delivery. Mightn't even be the fellas in here. It might be the fellas on the lorries. No, if they're knocking off as much stuff as we've been told, they'd be keeping everyone sweet here as well, won't they? Yeah. Well, as soon as something happens, the better. Being a lollipop man, I'd be doing this. What, dodging cars and getting terrorised by kids all day? Yeah, but at least I wouldn't have that stupid music in my head all day. I'll get you to take with that for Christmas. You can cruise round in your new motor with your quadraphonic speakers. Yeah, I wonder how my car is doing. Don't start. I've got to go and do my selection boxes anyway. Hey, listen, I'm just going to nip out to the shop later, so I'll meet you in the canteen, OK? OK, don't work too hard, eh? Oh, are you? No wonder that four-eyed divvy off Coronation Street's such a dick. Doing this all week.
Are you working your way through the entire menu?
Well, I can't help it if I'm a junk food junkie.
I'd have been quite happy with a salad sandwich and a chocolate eclair.
Well, what, Green, what about your cholesterol level?
Speak for yourself. Your artery walls must be made of concrete by now.
Yes, well, I'd rather die of pleasure than boredom.
Oh, darling, and I thought you were immortal.
When I get to heaven, I bet the walls are made of quarter-pounders. Right. I'm charged up. I'm ready for anything.
What do we start?
With Match's magic master plan.
Which is?
We start at one end of town, and instead of just slowly accumulating more and more rubbish as we go along, we just note down the different items that we want to buy in the various shops that we want to buy them in.
Right.
Then we buy our big, big Christmas present to ourselves, after which we just blitz our way back through the stores, ticking off the items as we go along. Till we run out of money, of course.
That's your system.
I know. Brilliant, but simple. Like all the best laid schemes. Do you think I ought to have it patented?
I think I should have you certified.
Oh, yeah. Steal my system.
Now, about this big Christmas present to ourselves, I got a copy of which from the office.
Really?
Really, and I've got a specific model in mind.
Ah. Does it have Nikon stereo?
No, it does not have Nikon stereo.
Yeah, well, it's just that I picked up a copy of Which magazine on large screen, state of art, Nikon stereo TVs, and this is a specific model I had in mind.
Max, we've been through all this.
Yeah, but we didn't make a final decision, did we?
I'm sorry, I thought we did.
Well, you know what thought did.
Thought it was watching Neighbours when in fact it was doing the dishes.
I've still got all day, you know, Jackie.
Oh.
We can sit here staring each other out until the cows come home.
What, Kelsey?
Is that the best I'm going to get? You do realise that your Michael could end up in very serious trouble over this little lot.
Well, it's not to do with me, is it?
So you had no part to play in all this then?
Oh, do I know?
So you just happened to be talking to this lad Sinnott when Michael just happened to pick his moment to do a quick impersonation of Cassius Clay?
Who's he?
Like Tyson's old fella.
Oh.
Yeah, oh. You're not doing yourself one little favour here, Jackie.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Or your Michael, for that matter.
Yeah, well, he's nothing to do with me.
Apart from being a member of your family.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask him to be my brother.
I'm sure your mum and dad would love that sort of talk.
Dunno.
Don't know much today, do you, Jackie?
Dunno.
Here. Florence Nightingale to the rescue again. Here's your painkillers.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Still hurting?
Yeah, like I got battered 5 minutes ago. I could do the bottle of those tablets 3 times a day.
Hey, we'll have less of that soft talk.
I just wish there was something I could do. I sat here, all trussed up like something out of a daft cartoon.
Well, there is something you can do.
What's that then?
Make this.
Batmobile.
Yeah, a model one for your son to play with.
I thought the Batman craze was well dead and gone.
It is. But in 6 months' time, it'll be the Batman 2 craze. You'll have a head start on all the other kids.
What do you expect me to make this
Hey,
with?
use your other hand. And this, super glue.
Oh, I don't think I'm up to this yet, Jules.
It'll be good therapy for you.
Rehabilitated by Batman. Which one of us is the Joker again?
Is this the same man that carried me up 4 flights of stairs that night we sneaked off and stayed at the Adelphi?
You know, that man had just won £40 on the horses and hadn't been beaten up since he was 15 years old.
That man is still here now, and he's gonna make his son a Batmobile.
You reckon?
Yeah. So I go and write these Christmas cards out.
Sure you don't want to swap?
Listen, Mystery Guts. See these cards? These were painted by people using their feet and their teeth, so no, we can't swap. If people with no arms can do these, the least you can do is make a Batmobile for your son to play with. So get on with it.
Sit down, Mike. Are all the Dixons on a sponsored science this week, or is it just you and Jacqueline?
I only speak for myself, not her.
Oh, that's funny. She just said something very similar about you.
Oh.
2 deadpan Dixons in one day, eh? So how come you let your fist do the talking on Friday afternoon, then?
Because...
What is this? The Sylvester Stallone School of Articulation. Because what?
Because, sir...
So you just happened to be someone passing the time of day with your little sister, and you thought you'd rearrange his face for him?
Yeah, something like that.
And a bit of kicking you gave him, wasn't it?
I don't know. I didn't wait for the medical report.
I'll take my word for it. He won't be back at school for a day or 2 either.
Any excuse?
And what's your excuse?
Who says I need one?
Who are you trying to kid, Mike? This isn't your style, and you know that I know that.
Do I?
Well, I mean, leather jackets and lecky guitars are one thing, but GBH doesn't quite fit the image.
Well, it does now.
I want some answers.
There's nothing to tell.
Look. What would you rather do? Tell me the real reason why you belted this lad? Or let the head and the rest of the school make up their own minds?
Doesn't bother me what people think.
Maybe not about yourself, but what about your sister?
She can look after herself.
Oh, is that the reason why you run around knocking 7 kinds of shoe shine out of anyone who goes near her?
Who said it had anything to do with her?
Who said it didn't?
I never said nothing.
Look, the longer the pair of you keep up this button-lipped act, the more the rumours will spread about why what happened, happened.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
I just want the truth, Mike. Don't you see how it looks? 15-year-old girl chatted up by sixth former. Suddenly Big Brother bowls in and sorts the lad out. Why? What's it to him? What does he know that we don't? People aren't stupid, you know.
Just because people aren't stupid doesn't mean to say they know what they're on about.
Have you been reading the riddles from this year's Christmas crackers a bit earlier? What?
Just forget it.
Sorry, Mike. That's the last thing that's going to happen to this lot.
Well, if Mr. Ronald Dixon, Esquire, doesn't get a proper job done on that road, he might find himself with a nice little lawsuit come Christmas.
I don't see that suing the neighbours is going to get the road fixed.
I should get the cowboys he hired to patch up the thing.
What?
Locked up too.
What are you going to sue him for? 2 dozen turkeys and a box of crisps?
Is it too much to ask for a decent stretch of tarmac outside her own house?
Forget it, eh? How's your list coming along?
Not bad at all, actually. Only presents we've got left to buy for the kids, and, oh, something for Margaret.
Oh, leave Margaret to me. I'll get something from the body shop later on.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, make sure you give her the present before Christmas Day.
Why?
Well, she'll be going home for Christmas, won't she?
Will she?
Yeah, she asked me if it'd be okay for her to go home, see her folks, Christmas week.
You just said yes.
No, I said, bah, humbug, and send her down to the scullery to whip Tiny Tim. Of course I said yes.
Well, we should at least have talked about it.
Well, I didn't see that there was anything in particular to discuss other than who runs her to Lime Street on Christmas Eve.
How come she always asks you about these things?
I was the one around, I suppose.
No, she always approaches you when she needs her plans sorting out.
Well, probably she found you slightly less approachable or something.
I don't see why. I've never given her any reason to think that.
Well, she's only a young girl, you know. And you do sometimes bring back that ultra-efficient office manner home with you, don't you? Maybe someone like her finds somebody like you overawed or something.
Oh, do you make me sound a real battle axe? You don't really think she's scared of me, do you?
No, not scared, but,
Anyway, it was only today I was planning on giving her an official day off.
Well, there you are. Just a pussycat at heart.
I thought Mondays.
Fine. Except next Monday.
Next Monday?
Big night out? Chartered Surveyors Ball?
Oh, in that case.
Right. Let's see what we can get for the kids.
What do you mean you haven't got a list drawn up?
Oh, no. This is your area of expertise, exploiting little kids. What crazes have they been brainwashed by this year?
I'm not sure Susanna would appreciate the Wicked Witch of the West choosing her little cherub's Christmas presents.
Well, if it keeps them quiet and they're expensive enough, she'll approve.
Oh, well, in that case, we'd better add to the list, I don't know, Michelangelo, a Leonardo, maybe?
Yeah. Hey?
Still open season for Hero Turtles, isn't it?
It's after.
What have you got up for, babe?
I said it's after.
What's after?
No. Before you said you'd tell me why you bought all this stuff. After. Well... No, it's after. So I want to know.
How's the model coming along?
I'll tell you. After.
Look, Mick, I know this looks like a lot of stuff, but I just wanted to make sure we weren't short of anything for Christmas.
Well, what with me not being able to provide a decent Christmas for any of us?
It's not like that. What's happened has happened.
Yeah, and it's left us struggling to keep our heads above water. So I'd unwrap that jumper again if I was you.
What?
It's all going back, Jules.
You can't do that.
What, would you like to tell me how we're going to pay for all this?
It's only a few pounds a week.
Well, you had a few pounds a week for the next million weeks. I know the story.
We can afford it.
Oh, we can we? We still owe a packet on the Plaza card. We need to get the furniture for this place. No, I'm sorry, Jules.
No way, Mick. I'm not sending it all back. The kids' presents haven't even come through yet.
You mean to tell me there's more stuff to come?
Yeah, presents for your children.
Right. We'll keep that stuff, but the rest of this...
No! This stuff's for me and you. Presents for all the family, all the bits and pieces that made Christmas such a laugh.
Yeah, my wallet's not laughing.
God, Mick, it's bad enough some thug kicking the living daylights out of you at any time. Never mind now. Do you think filth like that are gonna have a lousy Christmas? No, they won't. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna sit here in mourning either.
So what's your New Year's resolution gonna be, eh? Smile at the bailiff while he repossesses the telly.
We'll be able to afford a decent Christmas in this house, don't you worry.
And how'd you make that one out?
Easy. I'll have a part-time job.
But you've already got a job.
I'll have to work in the nights as well then, won't I?
And what about the kids, eh?
Well, you'll be here, won't you?
be here. Stuck here. Some husband, eh?
Oh, this is ideal.
So those TVs.
Oh, for goodness sake, Max. Anybody would think you had square eyes. The only person who'd benefit from a new telly is Margaret. This'll save us all time.
Not exactly in keeping with your company philosophy, is it?
What are you on about now?
Your green corporate identity. Well, surely this labour-saving device is a blatant waste of your natural resources.
So, who said I was perfect, Max? This is a practical acquisition. And in its own simple way, a thing of great beauty.
Practical. Like all those teapots you keep buying just in case the whole world pops out for afternoon tiffin.
Stop muttering, Max. Here, I've already filled in the instant credit form.
When?
When you were worshipping at the altar of stereo TVs.
Don't waste any time, do you?
Well, it's another natural resource, isn't it? Come on, let's wave goodbye to washing up hands forever.
All right, lad. Thought you were going to meet us in the canteen. I would have done, but I got collared by my old careers teacher. Are you joking? No. Pringle, his name is, right? He's got this big walrus muzzy. Came charging straight up to me and said, "Is that you, Cargill? Thought you were one of our boys in blue." What did you do? I had to take this badge off for a start. Or he would have wondered why I changed my name to Mr. C. Watts. I said you joined the Rolling Stones or something. Oh, yeah. Still, it's better than calling yourself Dick Tracy, you divvy. Hey, that D stands for David, not Dick. All right. So, what did you tell this Pringle? Well, I told him some spin that I'd been in a car crash, right? And I left the force for 6 months. I had to walk away from him with a limp. It just shows you, doesn't it? It only takes one divvy to recognise us and we'd be knackered. Not half. Have you seen that? Do you know her? No, she did. Sure, I know her face from somewhere. I bet you we arrested her fella last week or something. Don't say that, lad. So, what happened in the canteen then? Depends what you mean. Whatever. Well, I know where Arthur and where the day John F. Kennedy got shot. You what? It was in the paper or something, wasn't it? Got shot so many years ago this Thursday or something. So, George was in the bats, Pilky was in hospital with tonsillitis, and Brenda was breastfeeding a kid, I think. This place is off its head, isn't it? You're not kidding. See you later. See ya.
Hello.
All right, can I help you?
Remember me? Yeah. From the pharmacy.
Oh, right, the girl from the chemist, yeah?
Yeah, the pharmacy. I saved you earlier.
Yeah. I was in there before.
I've got something for you.
You what?
28 pence. You forgot your change.
Oh, thanks. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Very welcome.
So,
I haven't seen you in the pharmacy before.
I haven't been in there before. It's a nice shot, though.
Yeah. My name's Diana.
Pleased to meet you, Diana.
Well, might see you again then.
Yeah, right. I haven't seen you in the pharmacy before. Shut it, you. My name's Diana. Couldn't tell her my real name, could I? You just don't know, do you? She's badly into you, though, mate. What did you buy in the chemist? Nothing. She must think you're a right stud. Running after you with the change like that. Get something for the weekend, did we? No. Just told her your name was Johnny. Look, this is all I got. Spot cream, all right? Right, don't burst your spots with excitement now. Do you know what? I reckon you're just jealous because she didn't come up and talk to you. Yeah, well, I suppose she was fit, like, you know. Do you reckon she'll come in here again? Well, she was giving you the iPad style there, wasn't she? Diana. And she must be pretty kinky if your spots turn her on, eh, mate?
Just get back onto them and tell them that there's been some kind of mistake. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Believe me, I have just been politely informed that we are not acceptable customers for their instant credit policy.
Why?
Because our address, Home Sweet Home, 7 Brookside Close, is on the credit blacklist.
What about the rest of the shopping?
Oh, stop it!
models today seem to be getting younger and younger. That's a subject discussed next with Michael Cole.